Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day, and hopefully your weekend was great. So, I again apologize for the very low amount of videos, but I will be getting back and try to getting back to my normal ways, especially with the potential stream that I'll be doing, hopefully this week, possibly Thursday, if not Friday, so that way I can get a little bit more time to prepare. However, we're gonna go with this. So, I know Dailywire has released a movie called Ladyballers, which is a movie that should be something that should be, more of a comedy and stuff like that and all that great stuff, right? Well, apparently there is a bit of a hiccup, a bit of a problem here, because for the most part, Ladyballers is a movie that seems to inform the FBI that people need to be arrested. What I mean by this is that we have, first we're going to start with this. Ladyballers becomes biggest launch in Dailywire history, Jeremy Boring says. Ladyballers makes the biggest launch in Dailywire Plus history, according to a Dailywire co-founder, Jeremy Boring. Ladyballers is a feature-length comedy pooning transgender ideology and leftists to push make room for men who identify as women in women's sports. The Dailywire premiered the movie on Daily Plus Wire on Friday night. Now, I can't say that you guys should go watch this because I have never seen it. I'm not going to go out and say that this movie is the best all be all just because it's from the Daily Wire and all that stuff, because it still looks like it's probably like a B-rated movie, obviously. So I don't know. If you guys want to go watch it, go ahead, be my guest. Again, I can't give you any opinions on this movie at all. So, so that's where I come from here. Thank you to everyone who helped give Ladyballers the biggest launch in Daily Wire Plus history. Boring posted at X on Saturday. Best launch day for new subs. Best launch day for reviews. And the buzz line is off the charts. So yeah, it was apparently doing great. No, that great stuff. At least for Dailywire specifically. Now, we have this here, is that we have, from Jeremy Boring himself, Sayaka is a good man and a huge talent. The FBI arresting a man that at the airport 3 years after the event, and after raiding his house and not charging him already, and then already charging him with misdemeanors is one of the most absurd things I've ever heard. So yeah, one of the people that was in the movie or went to the movie, what have you, Sayaka, he is a black man, because we have to make sure that we're not being racist here, right? That was arrested by the FBI. Now, we're going to have this here as well. Is this retaliation for the class action lawsuit by Larry Klayman with Siaka Mascoy and SME JD Rivera, or for Siaka's participation in the hilarious The Babylon Bee video mocking Joe Biden? This is similar to Philip Andy case. He was arrested after almost 3 years for being outspoken about January 6th, since police obviously almost killed him at that day, and he was a direct witness to the murder of Roseanne Boyland. Very suspicious, but I guess we have to adjust it to the new normal. And the FBI turned into a Gestapo, KGB type of police, and a justice system turned against the regime's political opponents. And the media has the nerve to pretend Trump would do what they are actually doing right now. We had 4 years and never jailed anyone. This is a very bad trend. Wake up, Americans. Every communist regime silences its population. 2024 needs to be a repetition of this attempt to transform America. Obama was not kidding. So, yes, and I'm going to have a bigger opinion on this as well in a bit here. We have Siaka Mascoy was arrested by the FBI yesterday upon arriving back to LA after attending Dailywire's Ladyballers movie premiere. Siaka is being charged with 4 misdemeanors related to his presence outside the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. So, Nina finishes, put out the gateway pundit. The corrupt FBI abandoned sting against a child predator to prosecute pro-Trump January 6 protesters. Then he went on an allegation to molest a little boy in Alaska. So, yeah, again, we're all not surprised by the Daily Wire, by the FBI greatness of what they have done, right? So, we have this here. Siaka Mascoy, Red State columnist, and LA County GOP official arrested at airport on January 6 misdemeanors. So we have this. On Los Angeles-based actor Siaka Mascoy was arrested Thursday night at a Los Angeles airport on 4 misdemeanor charges related to his peaceful participation in protests in Washington, D.C. on January 6th, 2021. Mascoy and his pregnant wife were returning from Nashville, where they attended the premiere of the Daily Wire's new film, Ladyballers. Mascoy, who ran for the California State Assembly in 2022, currently serves as the first vice chair of the Republican Party of Los Angeles County. He is also a red state columnist, not a communist here, so let's get that very straightforward. Although the charges trespassing, parading, and disorderly conduct are misdemeanors, FBI agents took Siaka to jail, where he's kept overnight until being released on a $1,000 bond, or Oregon bond, at the end of the day, Friday night. OR bond. I don't think that actually means Oregon, so I apologize for that. Siaka Mascoy embraces his wife and supporters after being released from jail. On January 6th, Mascoy went to the Capitol after attending a rally. Videos showed the extent of his involvement. So we're going to look at this here and see what his actual extent of the involvement is.
Hey, yeah, this is just the beginning, man. I'm literally trying to move.
Not today. It's like the bad journal head when you gotta take a
child under convention needs to burn.
Hey, Calf.
65, 19.
Hey, I'm inside the building, dude, but the kitchen's out. Where are you? And
1776 with the men's
I'm trying, bro. You tell them.
Hey guys, open. Yeah, he's good.
People above.
I got you. He's good.
So as you can see, he's not being really disorderly, is he? He's laughing, he's talking to people. I think he was even directing some people, helping the police direct people outside, so I don't see how this was even a remote issue, and then all that stuff. So it's really concerning to me that this is a thing that's going on, and here's where I'm going to address my opinions. The Biden administration is using the justice system to go after his political opponents and anybody that goes that sides with the political opponent. He's arresting citizens that go against the great Biden regime. So if you're not with the Biden regime, you deserve to be arrested, no matter what type of citizen you are. And I have some people, of course, in my family that are saying like, "Oh, don't go say this or don't say that." It doesn't really matter. They're going to come for us anyways. They will arrest and violate every single right that people have in our country because the Biden administration, the DOJ, and the FBI are insanely corrupt. They are dictators. They are authoritarians. They do not care for the rights of the people. They will only arrest you for the things that you say and do. And if you go against them, you deserve to be arrested, at least in their eyes. This is not me saying that this should be allowed or this should be a normal thing. This is what the Biden administration, the DOJ, and the FBI are saying with their actions. I have always said that actions means louder than words. They can say one thing, but their actions mean another. And they always say, "Oh, we're not arresting people on the fact that, we're not arresting people on the fact that, for political opinions." Well, guess what? Your actions says otherwise. So I don't think what you're saying here is correct. I think you're lying to people. Siaka's North Hollywood home was raided in June 2021 by about 20 agents armed and outfitted in tactical gear shortly before 6 a.m. one Friday morning. His roommate's two sons, ages 3 and 7, were at the home when it was raided. Yes, because the FBI constantly does this. Siaka was not charged at the time and eventually filed a Bivens suit against the FBI. That suit was dismissed in August 2023. After the raid, Siaka found that he had been placed on a secret government list similar to a terrorist watch list back in 2022. Siaka told our Bob Hogue about the process he and his wife had to go through each time they fly, even before he was charged with any crime. Yeah, it is completely disgusting that this is going on. If you ever watched our Californians Move to Texas series, then you're already familiar with Siaka. You know how funny and talented he is. But he isn't just a talented actor and a friend of the Babylon Bee, he also happens to be a Trump supporter, etc., etc. Of course, one of Siaka's last tweets before being dragged away from his wife by federal agents is chilling in retrospect. Sharing a story about the DOJ ordering a sweep of Twitter data for people who like Donald Trump's tweets, Siaka actually wrote, "No, the Biden regime isn't one percent the government against Americans." Yeah, and this is exactly like I said. This is what they're doing. They are 100% doing this, and there is no question in my mind that the Biden regime is coming after you, your family, your friends, your children, if they go against the narrative, if they go against what Biden deems as appropriate. This is going to be a common thing until we get a president in office that will stop this. So, unless you people value your lives, your justice, your freedoms, probably should be voting for Trump or Vivek Ramaswamy so this thing stops immediately. Otherwise, your entire family is in danger to be arrested, falsely arrested, under no great pretenses. It's insane. We have this here from Siaka Masakoi, Legal Defense Fund. When we need your financial support and prayers, on Thursday, November 30th, Siaka Masakoi and his pregnant wife, Charlotte, was headed home on a flight returning from the Dailywire's ladyballers movie premiere in Nashville, Tennessee. Upon their arrival, Siaka was separated from his wife and abruptly arrested by the FBI. At the time, Charlotte was told the charges has to do with the January 6th. However, she was not presented with any arrest warrant. Siaka was taken to Monterey Park Jail, where he stayed overnight and was told that he was being charged for 4 misdemeanors pertaining to his presence outside the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. Siaka and his family are God-fearing citizens. They have served their community through various avenues, and Siaka is currently the LA GOP vice chairman. So yeah, again, we need to stop this insanity because people are being falsely arrested. We are seeing people go after we're seeing our government go after a man that has done nothing wrong. We have seen the government go after children and other people, stuff like this, and it is disgusting the way our government is acting. Biden needs to be, honestly, he needs to be kicked out of the presidency and then immediately arrested for violating the Constitution in many ways and using the government as a weapon tool to go against its citizens. So, yeah, that's what we need. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted about what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.